with that, it is another wonderful Saturday morning, and it is us, the Vagabond Nerds.
Huzzah.
Welcome back.
Would it be?
What up, y'all?
And you know what today is, my brethren? It is the 1-year anniversary of this show.
Hooty hoo.
Yeah. Sorry.
Congratulations.
Sorry for a years long of this crap.
Well,
Hey, man.
technically, it's a year of us.
man.
It's a year of us too. Y'all two have a little bit more.
That's true. I got.
Yeah, don't go apologizing for a full year of your
I got
crap.
a few more weeks before I have to put in my sincerest apology.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you for that smattering of applause.
Shout out for the people.
Those are for all 4 viewers out there. That's what that is. Love it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, obviously, we now for everyone, just so we're all in the clear here, we're doing an hour today.
Yeah.
Are we doing an hour?
Yes,
Jansen,
we're
we doing
doing
an hour today? Jansen
Yeah.
says yes.
He gives the thumbs up.
How is everyone today?
It's funny because I see all this blackness to the right of me.
No, it continues down the line, man.
But look, you know, and I have my orange is just kind of
I
bright.
think you're covered, bro.
All right, it's all good. I just want to make sure.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know.
Which one of these things is not like the other?
You know?
Oh, it's you two in the middle.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know. What are we talking about today?
I have no idea.
Jansen,
talking-
how was your week? How was your weekend?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
What about y'all?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
It was an intriguing week. that's
Was it
for
an
sure.
intriguing week?
Yeah.
It's intriguing. I like that.
It was a busy week.
Same here.
Yeah.
Busy.
Busting a lot of cheaters all week long.
You know what I'm saying?
You were doing a lot of cheaters?
Busting a lot of cheaters.
Oh, there we go.
yeah,
Just,
yeah.
Sorry.
just
I
to
wanted
clarify, I was nowhere near him when he was doing that.
So
Just
this is
had
the
to make
first
sure.
video. What?
Shut up, Jason.
Lord of mercy.
What are we talking about today?
Obviously, we're going to be talking about the SDCC or the con.
The San Diego
Are
Comic
we recapping that?
Yeah,
All right, and some other
news
that
has-
came out that just
Various tidbits of
tidbits,
interesting
Tidbits.
tiddlebits.
Tiddlebits.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, why don't
All
we
right,
just kick this thing off?
Do we want to kick off with the Tim King thing? Because I think that's
No, I thought about that. So do a minute on it. Do
All
a
right.
minute on it.
real quick. Tim King, writer of the new Batman, getting married to Selena Kyle thing.
I think you're gonna have to do a spoiler.
Spoiler. Yeah, I'm going to spoil on this one.
Spent a year build up.
Year build up, and she calls it off. Now, there's a lot more to it than that, but that's what came out publicly. And so he got death threats. People were so upset at this that they sent death threats, and he had to hire bodyguards for the San Diego Comic-Con. Because people were afraid that he'd get shivved
What is it with
on the floor.
What is it with that?
Are we talking like Captain America Hydra threats type of thing?
Probably.
Yeah,
Or even
okay.
worse.
You mean like chemical agents or
No, like when Captain America was Hydra, they converted him.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the death threats actually
Like,
got to the
these
point
were
where he actually had
warranted.
to have security there.
No, that's
what is wrong with people?
They're stupid.
Seriously wrong with people that they feel so entitled that is like, you know what, you owe this to me or you owe me your life. Like why is that on the table?
Well,
It's called YouTube, and it's called comics, and it's called everybody builds their own universe.
it's narcissism.
Yes.
All of this, whether it's the trolls or whatever, it's all about narcissism. It's the world revolves around me and me alone.
Well, no,
And
but
what I
now
want.
they know they're not alone because there's all the other people who are going to jump on board with them.
Right.
Who are like, well, yeah, that's what I wanted too, and this guy must die. That's just effed up, in my opinion.
It is.
Yeah, well, it's because people are stupid.
Yeah, a person is smart. People
People
are
are
stupid.
dumb.
Yes.
Dumb, panicky animals, and you know it.
Now, but let me at least say this to the 3 viewers that we have. If you want to kill someone because of a comic book, I suggest that this is the opportunity to take a moment and reevaluate your life. Perhaps go on some walks, maybe go to a church, talk to somebody who's actually a living carbon-based life form. Because I think that that's a good definitive line to say perhaps something has gone amiss in my life choices.
Now, if it was a manga, that's different.
Yeah, no, I mean, if it was like manga, I get that.
Like,
right?
but you're talking about like a 24-page thing that you get in a week. Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's Batman. It's going to be rebooted in the next 5 years anyway. What does it matter?
For
Just
crying
saying.
out loud,
manga.
fans, we are not a soccer group team.
Yeah.
We don't need to kill our refs.
No.
Yeah, soccer. That's a violent sport.
Very.
All right.
Speaking of ways to open the show and bringing it down after a year, let's jump also into the two topics that opened up Comic-Con. We'll go with the first one. So, how about F Batman?
Lord of mercy.
I cannot. Okay, I would like to say I can't believe this has become such a big deal, but I really can because we just talked about people trying to murder a human being over the fact that the comic book got spoiled in the newspaper. I believe it. I don't care.
Okay, thanks for not talking anything about what we were talking about. Yeah. So we all saw the Titans trailer.
Yes, we did.
Jansen even saw it. I think Jansen probably had like the best line of saying, "Hey, this is fan made."
That's what I thought. I was like, this is an actual trailer? Like, what is this? So
I thought it was going to be on the CW.
yeah, that's what. But
That's
Well,
what kind of
okay.
like,
Well, to be fair though, it is Berlanti.
yeah, it's still Berlanti.
So it's
yeah.
still his universe to play
Yeah.
in. I'm holding judgment. I'm reserving judgment to see what this is going to be about because, I had a couple of people that reached out and they're like, this is not how, Dick Grayson was after the whole Batman thing, and certainly this wasn't what we had imagined or planned. And the thing is like, well, actually, when you see that first separation of Robin and Batman, there was a lot of animosity towards him. I mean, like they had
he's
that
like, you
falling
kicked
out.
me out.
Yeah,
How could you do this to me?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm done, and this is
Yeah.
how Nightwing.
That's how he starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which we know Nightwing will appear either towards the end of this first season,
No doubt.
or
Right.
for sure he's been planned for season 2, along with Superboy.
Oh,
So that's
nice.
coming. So they're building Titans, right? Like they're building them, and
You
Yeah.
talking about Beast Boy?
Beast
no,
Boy's in-
Beast
Yeah,
Boy's
No, he's in there, but they're
Yeah.
actually Superboy.
they're looking at bringing in Superboy
Oh,
as well
okay.
because they
Okay.
want to have this Titans group, you
Yeah.
know. But it's dark. I mean, it's dark.
It looks very dark.
I mean, I know a lot of people were into it.
Totally,
everything.
and
It's
actual
just-
lighting. Yeah, it looks really dark.
I've just seen so many Titans things. It just get weird, man. You got like, I like the Go Titans thing more than I like any of it.
See, and I always enjoyed the Teen Titans when
See.
that was on. I like that more than Go.
I thought Young Justice
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Now, ironically enough,
Speaking of which,
the only DC movie to have a 91% fresh rating in the past year is Teen
The
Titans
Titans go to the
Go.
movie.
91% came out yesterday. And
Yep.
Speaking of Teen Titans, what was that like teaser that dropped this week? Did y'all see that?
That's Young Justice. So
Yeah,
Young
that's
Justice.
Oh yeah,
Justice.
Young
Yeah, that's Young
Justice.
Justice.
Young
Yeah.
Justice, the next season's coming out, and that looked great.
Yeah.
that looked
it looked
exactly.
nice. Looked nice.
Okay.
So we're all about that.
But
I know that Young Justice was a little bit. I just missed it. You know what I mean? Like at the time when it was on, I
Yeah.
missed actually watching it. I was doing other stuff, so
I think they
actually
did a great job.
Yeah.
Sat down and
Young
watched that.
Justice did.
I'm not gonna lie though, that Titans trailer was cliche as hell to me. I just couldn't. I was like, look,
Yeah.
man, I'm like,
What was cliche about it? Just out of curiosity.
just the look, and when he like had the ninja R, and he threw it at the
Oh,
ball,
yeah.
and I'm just kind of like, come on, man. He's doing this F Batman stuff, talking about like whatever. I'm like, look, just go team up with Arrow, and all these other people, and just go do your thing. It just pissed me off. I was just kind of like, get the hell
So
out of here.
that's another announcement though, right? Like I mean, so the Arrowverse CW, they're getting Batwoman.
Yeah.
yeah.
And are they working to give her own show?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
hoping
they are.
that
I knew that
the
was
crossover
Yeah.
that's going to happen this year between all the CW shows again. We'll introduce Batwoman, and that's supposed to be her backdoor pilot.
Did they? Did they make the conscious decision to say Batwoman versus Batgirl?
Well, it's Batwoman. To be fair, there is a Batwoman.
Because there's
There is a
Batwoman
Batwoman.
and Batgirl. I was just
Yeah.
curious.
Batwoman,
like
Batgirl.
I'm not as well versed in the DC side of things, so that's something I didn't know about.
Yeah,
so.
Batgirl is Barbara Gordon.
Right.
Yes. Or any of the other 100
Iterations.
Cassandra Cain.
Yeah. And this one's, different.
Okay.
Different person.
Cool. All right. I just didn't know if they were doing the whole. Well, we got to make sure we're PC.
Well, so here's the thing about Batwoman. From what they're saying, or actually, this might be again. This is all con news. Birds of Prey. They'll have a version of Batgirl as well, but they're saying that one will probably be Cassandra Cain.
What is DC doing?
They're trying to.
What
just
are they
confuse
doing,
the
dude?
pool, man.
They're
Well, they do have that whole Reign of Superman thing coming out also.
Yeah, the Death of Superman, the animated.
Oh
version.
yeah.
But here's the difference, though. Their animation department.
That does a great job.
It really
I'm
does.
looking forward.
I'm
to
always
that.
down with their animation department. I've never had a real big problem with that.
And their animation departments have continuity.
Even while being still mixed up with
Yeah.
all these other people.
Like everything-
The
that's-
Flashpoint was fantastic,
It was-
dude. I
and-
love
yeah,
that.
I love that one.
I
And
love
Flashpoint's
Flashpoint.
what kicked off that continuity.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, look, from now on,
What was it?
We're gonna do it all.
The other one that was a Mask of the Phantom or Phantasm, the old
Phantasm.
other
That was,
Batman
yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved that
was
one when that
amazing.
came out. That was fantastic.
Definitely prior stuff, which that was announced, right? So the Batman animated adventures that we all grew up on.
Oh yeah,
they're
it's going to
getting,
be it's
they're
being
getting their
ported
Blu-ray.
over. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's and this. Okay, so what the new is the DC? What's their streaming service called? What's it currently?
DC Universe.
Is it
Something
called
like
DC?
that.
or
DC
DC
Universe.
Yeah, DC
Yeah.
Universe. I
Yeah,
believe.
is it? It's up and running now.
Not
is
yet.
It? Not yet.
Not
Okay,
yet.
but when it is up and running, it's going to contain everything.
Pretty much everything. It looks like, with a couple of exceptions. I don't know what those exceptions are.
Maybe the current stuff that's already on.
Right now, personally, I'm going to end up getting this.
Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah,
but it won't be just because of the movies, which is great, and the TV series. That's all awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to put their entire catalog
Yeah, no, that makes
online,
sense.
which is
That makes
genius for
Mm-hmm.
us who are readers of it, and we want to see that.
Now,
So
would they put the the CW programs on there?
I don't know.
See, that's what
I don't know.
I would think that at the moment, if they've still got it contracted with CW, it would at least carry itself through the end of that
Well, but
contract.
Warner Brothers still owns.
Warner Brothers
CW.
owns
Yeah.
that, right? Then I don't think they'd
Yeah.
be able to use it.
Well, but it depends though, because it depends on the contract with Netflix.
That's also true.
Because all the CW shows right now
Yeah,
are
they're on
contracted through
a contract
Netflix.
through Netflix. That's right.
So it'll be interesting to see. I would
Yeah.
imagine that they would want to start doing that
Yeah.
eventually. So again, everything will end up, I'm sure, wrapping up nicely. But again, I would do that $7.99 a month, just strictly for the comic
Yeah.
access.
Yeah.
And I think it's all catalog, past and current and future.
Okay.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. So
You
just
know.
get a bunch of
Yeah, that-
online comics. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go watch Superman 2 over and over again. That's what I'm talking about.
It's all good stuff, man. So what else? It came through, and then all of a sudden we're, like day one of the con. It's going great, and everything's fine. And Titans, everyone's going, why is that going on, and why is that crap? And then the next thing you know is, hey, we've got a firing that happened. A gun got fired.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow, that was-
that wasn't DC though.
No, that was Marvel, but that's from the con.
Yeah.
That little
I know.
tidbit.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. But it definitely was interesting.
That one was a hard one to take because it
It's-
was kind of borderline.
It's weird. I know that it's probably it's the reaction to the fact that he had those tweets out there from way back when.
Yeah.
What was it, like 10? Are they like 10 years old?
Some are 10 years old, and then the most recent one was like 6 years ago.
Okay, so older than 6 years at
Yeah.
least, at the very least. And it's not to defend the guy for saying any of that stuff, because none of it's appropriate.
Right.
But then again, I mean, at the same time, we watch and adore a lot of other inappropriate shows.
Well,
But South Park,
we have
Family
our own
Guy,
inappropriate
we
jokes
have
as
our
well.
own inappropriate jokes as well. We're just smart enough not to put stupid things on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So the problem is, a lot of people probably say some crazy stuff all the time, but when you're part of Disney, you need to cover that up.
well,
You make sure.
not only that, you had a really good point, Jason, when you said you can say a lot of horrible things,
Right.
as long as it's actually funny.
Right. And long time
Nothing he tweeted
It
was,
was
funny.
funny.
It
Yeah.
was just like, dude, don't tweet that. Like, that's bad. Do you run that by your friends first. You're cut out. We can't hear.
Am I cut out?
There we go.
There we go. So here's my problem with this. His comments were shitty. Like, there's no doubt about that.
Right.
My problem is Disney.
Disney.
Disney
Yeah.
knew this going into the contract with him.
But how do we know that they knew?
They knew. No, that was one of the things they vetted. That's been said
But-
already.
but-
Well,
so they
by Disney. 'Cause I
hold
couldn't
on.
find anything by
That's what I'm
Disney
saying.
that says
Disney
that.
actually said, you know what? We knew these were out there, but we hired them anyway. But you know what? Now that they're out there, we have to let them go.
I will say this.
Where was that said by Disney?
The staff that hired him, not the current regime, from what I understand. I don't know how long Alan Horn's been running Disney.
Right.
But from what it was, it was that when they vet these directors, every actor, every director, writer, they all say the same thing. You are vetted harder than a president sometimes on this because they want to protect that brand, that image of the mouse.
Yeah.
They want to keep it family friendly. So going into that, James Gunn has also made comments as to, yeah, I knew about this. We knew about this. Everyone knew about it. I knew it could be a problem. Now, sucks on James Gunn if he signed a contract stating that if this ever comes up, you have the right to fire me, have a better agent. But to be fair, Disney, you knew. This wasn't like a secret.
This dude's coming out of trauma, man. Come on,
yeah. You know, the Trauma Studios alone is already, you know, renowned for
I didn't know
what
he was
they
part
do.
of that studio.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
That's where he learned his ropes.
I didn't know he was part of that.
Even like, what was it? Like one of the directors or something like the owners of Troma was in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't know that.
And so you know going
That'll
into
explain
this,
all the good monsters that they had going on
Right.
there, though. Because I mean, that's good monsters on. I mean, the aliens look fantastic.
Yeah.
But you know going into that, what's going to happen? Why are you suddenly having these issues? Why have the complaints or anything else
Because
going back?
everyone else has the problem.
That's right.
And so they have to
That's right.
placate, and they can't. Otherwise, like you said, their image goes south.
Yeah.
They just can't. They can't. There's
it's-
nothing else you can do.
It started to create a ripple effect because now people are just jumping off Twitter left and right.
Yeah, exactly.
may
But you
be
know
for
what?
the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should.
Because
Everybody should. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
but-
no. Well, people don't. People just have been treating Twitter like it's a private conversation, and it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
It is you going out on the street corner and screaming whatever you've typed out in 180 characters.
Even when you send a text, it doesn't make a difference. That's not private between you, because you can pull the record somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Someone can look. Unless you're having a conversation
Right.
between this person and this person, it's not private.
Well, at least with the text though, you have the reasonable belief
It's not
that
posted online.
right? Versus going to do Twitter and posting it out there.
Right.
But either way, again, we have one of two truths here, and I think. But the problem is it all falls on James Gunn. Either truth A is Ray, and I think Ray is correct.
Where Disney knew.
Which means it was up to his agent to again have the right clauses in there, and then to have a package ready, waiting and to go. So if it were to ever come up, it's like, here it is, and it's done and over with. Here's how you explain it. Here's the apologies. Everything's already fresh and ready, waiting to go. Or we have truth two, which is that Disney missed it, which again, highly unlikely.
Right.
But they did. In either case, Gunn knowing the contract that he had, which either truth is true, Gunn still went out and picked a fight on Twitter, which is why someone went out there and pulled it up and said, "Really, James Gunn?"
So here's the thing.
That's my problem is if you have that waiting out there and you know you're going to get popped, you know what you do? You post pictures of your avocado toast. You post pictures of your overpriced coffee.
yeah,
your
You talk
avocado
about
toast.
But here's my problem with that.
Saldana in a bikini. You don't go picking fights.
Here's my problem with that too, though. Bullshit. I'm sorry, man. We've gotten to such a, and I'm going to say it, we've gotten to such a pussified country that we're so scared to say anything anymore.
Well, because
that
this happens. You get fired.
because this, and you do whatever you want to do. So, and then you have these, which again, we've talked about this on previous shows.
Yeah.
These social justice warriors who want to go out there and do it. And now it backfired. And all of a sudden, everyone, you have to be careful. No, screw you. Screw all of you guys for doing that. I don't care what you think you're trying to accomplish. You're stupid for it. You're wrong for it. There's a special place in hell for you for it. I just want you to know that. Because all of you who think that you're doing something, I'm going to stand up for this, whether you're destroying a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, whether you're bad-mouthing whoever it may be, whether you're losing your job because you can't do your freedom of speech, it doesn't matter. If you were out there, I'm not sitting there saying to be rude to someone or to go over there and say, well, I'm just going to call that. No, have some manners and class. But don't be so on point that, well, I just don't agree with that, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do everything I can to get this guy fired. Shut up. Live with it. Damn it, man. I'm like tired of that crap. That's my rant.
But this is the way the world is striped right now.
Screw that.
Well, you don't have to work for Disney.
Go colonize Mars. That's my thing. If you're going to sit here and be like
if
that.
we could colonize Mars, I'd be the first truck out.
Hold on. I don't want a whole planet more of a bunch of whiny trolls. Can we not start a whole planet just with whiny trollish people?
Well, I mean,
it's called Earth.
Yeah, that we don't. As I'm saying, we don't need another one. Like,
Yeah, we don't need two
let's
of
not
these.
give it. Let's not start it off somewhere else. All right. So, anyways, it sucks that Gunn is gone.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have said some stupid crap that he said 6 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But he's gone now. So,
Gunn, get a better agent.
bye Guardians
Yeah.
3. 'Cause-
Yeah.
and he even said he took it like, man, he's like, well, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, and he did. He did.
And kudos to him for doing that too. 'Cause, I mean,
He's like, yeah, I knew it. I don't
Yeah.
have a problem with it. You know. Now, Warner Brothers, the perfect person to do your Green Lantern Corps movie
Oh my
is
God.
freaking available. Go out there, have the balls that Disney doesn't, and hire this man and
yes.
get him on this. I will absolutely watch a Green Lantern Corps directed by James
Dang
Gunn.
right, boy.
Yeah.
I want to see what kind of crap comes out the ring if he does that.
That's yeah. I'd be interested.
I bet you even
Well,
Ryan,
if his tweets are any kind of a idea of what would happen, then
Yeah.
Boy,
I bet you
yeah.
even Ryan Reynolds would be like, "No, I'm back on board.
You know,
Yeah.
you know he would.
I'll come back
Would.
for Hal Jordan. That's fine."
oh, I just cannot remember the name of that character. Never mind. Let's continue.
Yes,
Okay. Anyway, so that was the James Gunn.
yeah,
incident.
James Gunn is gone.
Sad. It's horrible.
I'm unhappy.
I'm unhappy about it too. I just, again, from a business standpoint, I get it. If you're Disney, I do. I understand that. But from an overall, these social justice warrior piss ants that are out there, channel it to something that matters.
Yeah, he should.
Look,
He shouldn't
man.
have sent it. He shouldn't have said those things, but it doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean that it should have cost him his job.
We're in an age now where
Yeah.
everybody has their own studio in their pocket.
right, right.
You know, so whatever they're gonna do, they feel this is my universe. I'm gonna say whatever the heck, and if they can catch anybody doing anything,
Yeah.
if they can get airplay, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The gotcha moments, the aha, gotcha,
See, I
posted
gotcha.
online. Yeah, yeah.
Let me start off by giving my I gotcha moment. Screw off. Stop it.
Yes.
There.
All right.
That's all I got.
So James Gunn, get a better agent.
And shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's like, get off
Yeah.
Twitter.
How about this? If you work for anyone in the world, just shut up. Just stay off of
Just
Twitter.
stay off of Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
What's
what
next?
else has happened? Oh,
Yeah.
we have there were lots of trailers, but I think we want to show one in particular, don't we?
Yeah.
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 Let's,
Yeah.
We'll talk about some other trailers, but I want to
yeah.
show this one. Let's
Okay.
show this one.
What is this?
Handle-
What is this?
This is
one?
this is Shazam's trailer.
All right.
Power up.
Mm-hmm. Shazam.
Shazam, Shazam, Shazam.
I always think of the
Yeah.
Beastie Boys tune. Everyone that
You
happens.
run
fair
from
enough.
foster
Yeah.
homes in 6 counties. I can take care of myself.
Can you?
He
When
knows how
you're
to drive a
18.
car.
Give these people a chance. Because that's what they're giving you.
They're giving you a home.
Only living a thug life.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick?
Stop.
Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation.
No, because heroes fly.
That's what DC does.
Well, you need your fake family to stand up for you?
Power up.
Hey,
Ooh,
man, sorry about that. Go, go, go!
I want to
Grab
be
it!
crippled.
Get out the way!
And you beat him with a crutch, man.
Yeah.
Billy Batson. I choose you as champion.
What are you choosing me for?
Sorry, just had a total Pokemon moment for
Hello?
a minute there.
Billy Batson, I choose
So
you.
my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
James Gunn.
Wait, for real? Say, okay!
James Gunn.
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I?
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude. I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
Which should be a problem.
break it down.
You have super strength. Can you fly?
That would be a nope.
I like how they did that.
You okay? Why are you talking?
Sit down.
You know, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
Nice.
Gentlemen!
You have bullet immunity!
I'm bulletproof.
You're dead.
Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed. Oh, hey, stop. I'm a superhero.
That's what I'm talking about. Like that game. Spit it. That's what I'm talking about.
When they did a really good job starting out that trailer, because
Dark.
yeah, I really thought I was like, oh no, are they gonna make? Are they going to do Shazam in that, that darker kind of mode where you're like, really, is it going to be one of these? And then, of course, the little kid sells it where he's like, I'm just kidding. It's just fine. And you were like, oh, what have I got myself into?
I was really a fan of the fact that he had this big DC collection of superheroes.
Yeah.
Like he's wearing an Aquaman shirt, and
He actually had the Batarang.
Yeah. I thought that was cool, man. I was like,
Well, it's nice to see that he's actually stocking those heroes because you can tell it's all eBay stuff based in that universe, right?
Right.
But what I liked about it is, and the reason, not to sit there and say that the Aquaman trailer wasn't fantastic in its own right, but I liked this because it was, well, damn, it's lighter than anything we've seen before. And not to say that Aquaman didn't have its funny moments either, but when the first picture came out of him in the costume, I was like, man, I was like, I don't know. But to see how they're playing this now, I'm like, you know what? That makes actually a hell of a lot of sense.
His casting is perfect.
Yeah, the casting is great. I still, with the costume, it just looks, dude, it looks weird. It just looks weird. Not on him, but in general.
Yeah.
There's this strange kind of height difference with like the collar and his shoulders and the stuff. He just looks a little strange.
But it does make, it makes more sense now. So that's kind of my thing on that.
I mean, this one's for the kids, man.
Yeah. You know what?
It looks like
it definitely looks like a more kid-focused, friendly movie than definitely the other ones.
Which he should be. I mean,
it's Shazam. He's a kid. That's the idea.
Captain Marvel. We'll get past all that. It's
you will get past all that.
According to the Marvel Universe and their attorneys.
Yeah, that's an interesting story. At some point, we'll have to tell.
No, we won't.
You know what? We have every other Saturday to fill.
So Shazam.
Yeah. Anyway, I like it.
It was good.
It looks good. It seems like it's like big.
Yeah, but that's what everybody's talking about. It's big. It's big. Yeah. I'm like, look, man, I've seen this movie.
Well,
this
Tom Hanks
coming into whatever powers they have as a youth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To be, and trying to figure out and learning higher levels of life lessons and everything like that. You're looking at them like, all right, I've seen this before.
So you think it's going to be like Big and Tom Hanks where he's trying to figure out how to make love?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
All right, but I get to be on top.
Because he was trying to spit that game. You saw that, right?
What's up? I'm a superhero. Just love that. I'm a superhero. With like a mouthful of chips or popcorn or whatever it was he was eating.
But hey, I mean, if you got the costume, why not?
But
I think
of course, that comes off creepy if they're.
That's what I say. You have to tell people you're a superhero. What are you? I'm a janitor.
I will say this though. It would make for a really interesting contrast when you put him against Justice League or something like that. It'll make it for an interesting contrast.
Well, it'd be kind of like Guardians when they joined up. Yeah. I think a little bit.
Well, and there's still a rumor that Superman will make that appearance.
Oh yeah,
in this movie. And
interesting. Okay.
Lord knows Cavill's been bulking up for something.
Well, I hope his whole face makes an appearance in this one. I really hope that happens. I really hope that happens.
Boy.
Well done.
Well played.
Mission
sir.
Impossible
Fallout
Fallout now in theaters.
Yeah.
Yes.
And speaking of Fallout, the Justice League. So, but yeah, I mean, we got that trailer, and I thought, you know what? I think that was the trailer that actually impressed me the most.
Yeah,
I was really surprised how many people really liked that trailer.
If we talk about impressed the most, when we discussed a little earlier, I still think Glass was the one that impressed me the most. That was the one where I was just like, oh, F yes, this is happening.
So let's talk about Glass.
Yes, please.
The thing about Glass is, man, you really have to go in there. If you had the experience of, okay, I understand Unbreakable, and I went into Split without knowing what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, when you go into Glass, you're going to have like a greater impact. To this
And
whole
that's
thing.
I gotta watch Split. I already know what it's all about. Kind of know the whole thing because it's been so long. I mean, it's spoiled anyways. If you haven't seen it,
yeah, that's the problem.
Can't help you.
If it hasn't been spoiled, you're gonna go and you've seen it, and you're gonna go in there and watch this movie like this is gonna be.
Yeah. But Split. I heard. I mean, you've got. The cast of this alone.
Yeah.
You've got Samuel L. Jackson, all of a sudden his name escaped me. McAvoy, and Bruce Willis back again as the hero from Unbreakable. I mean, dude, what just like a powerhouse. 3 people.
What's the female doctor? I cannot remember her name.
I know the redhead. I've seen her in a few different things. I don't remember what her name is.
She's wonderful in everything.
Yes.
I think
she's been in a couple like romantic comedies and comedies in general and some other
Studio
couple of
54
deep things.
on the Sunset Strip, that show. She was amazing in that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But yeah,
I should probably look that up.
Yeah, because I haven't seen. I mean, she's one of those actresses when you see her face, you're always like, oh, it's her.
Yeah.
But I never remember her name. I don't know what it is. I can't.
Yeah.
Because she's always seems to be definitely like a supporting role.
That Bill Paxton mode.
Yeah.
Was it Anya Taylor-Joy?
Redhead?
No.
Well, she's not redhead in this.
Not in that
Sarah
one?
Paulson?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Sarah Paulson, yes.
Okay.
Sarah Paulson.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's kind of like that girl next door.
Yeah.
That's what it is, I think, about her that kind of makes it so she's the girl next door, you know?
She's attractive enough that you're like, hey, she's attractive, but she's not so super hot that you're like, I don't buy you doing this at all.
She's not Gal Gadot, is what you're saying?
What I like
Hold
about
on.
her.
Let me think about Gal Gadot for a second.
Please don't.
Lord
Please
have
don't.
mercy.
Please don't. Why is the table moving?
Ow.
Stop.
Meanwhile,
I don't want to be grossed out right now.
what I did like about it was like the way she came off in the trailer. You know, she did look innocent, but at the same time, you can really feel some kind of subliminal.
There's some menace. There's some menace
her.
behind her. Yeah, there is definitely.
Well, and the other thing too is that what I like is when they're going through the trailer, they're opening up the world to other people that are like this.
Yeah.
They start talking about that.
Yeah, they are saying there's other people out here like you. There's got to be.
Like, what was really interesting was when they had the shot of the kid in the comic book shop, and he's looking at that thing with like, you know, heroes, but then he decides to look over and sees villains.
Because the guy in the villain.
So it's kind of like, it's like maybe he's having these feelings of whatever his position is.
But I like that because it looks like, first off, it looks like we're about to get another good movie. That's
from
2 in a row
from Shyamalan. Yeah.
Please,
but it also looks like he's opening up that universe.
So I heard somebody. There were people online discussing this. I was reading some conversations and there was some chatter back and forth. They were talking about the fact that Shyamalan has done so many good or bad movies depending on your stance on the things, but apparently also his goal was to do a different movie for every genre that's really kind of ever been made. Is that really what he was trying to do?
That makes sense.
Okay, because the other thing I heard about that was what was the movie with it's called The Happening.
I couldn't watch that.
Okay, with the plants where they're doing the whole thing. Apparently, that was supposed to be his homage to B horror movies.
Well, it was definitely a B movie.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Nobody caught
BS
that.
movie.
That's and I guess if you notice, like when you're watching it, that's apparently why Mark Wahlberg does some kind of hammy acting throughout it in different spots.
That's just not Mark Wahlberg.
As what? No. Say hi to your mother for me.
Say hi to your mom for me.
No, there's that.
Say hello to your mom.
And apparently the boom mic was even in some of the shots, like on purpose. Apparently, while it was going through, it's like he did an art style, but nobody marketed it that way.
Right. I think that's one of the things. If you do that, you kind of have to go over the top.
You have to go overboard, like National Lampoon style, and kind of really sell it that way.
Yeah, or the Grindhouse.
Well, and I think,
and you explain to everyone in front. This is what this is.
Well, it didn't go full Grindhouse, but he had that sort of, especially with the gore, like the people would stop, like the dude crashed the car and he falls out and he gets out with the glass and he just starts cutting himself and you're like, I don't want to watch that. Like, you know.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. Aesthetically, I think you kind of have to push that,
right,
to sell the message. But yes, that is what he's
been doing this entire time. Okay, well, what happened with the last Airbender? Should he just never have touched that?
He should not have touched that.
Okay.
Because here's the thing: I love that
animation is fantastic. Even the second when Korra comes in,
great.
It's fantastic.
I think Last Airbender was a lot of studio interference.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Either way, it just felt like it. I mean, there were some things that he brought to it clearly that deviated from the original that I was fine with, but
I was hoping we were actually going to get the real story, the full 4 seasons, and we were going to get 4 movies because it was 4. Was it 4 or did he just do? Was it 3 seasons?
There were 3 seasons.
Because he already had air. He just had to learn the others. Water, earth, and fire. And I thought they were going to do that, and I was like, this is going to be amazing. And then all of a sudden they were like, let's just let's just throw it all into one film.
Yeah,
that's way too long and way too dark, and nobody's going to enjoy this.
The real problem was
DC.
It came out more. Yeah, exactly. DC. Well, the problem is it came out like a clip show. Like I expected, like at the end of the movie to hear, and now season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, the whole movie was like a giant montage. It goes too fast.
See, I think that's the problem, because when I saw the movie, I didn't, and it worked out great.
It worked fine when you didn't see the movie. You just skipped right over it. Yeah. Anyway,
like me, I'm probably like one of 2 people that like Lady in the Water. I'm not even gonna lie.
And I've heard a lot of people. I don't understand what the problem was with that either. Paul Giamatti was fantastic.
I really kind of like when you figure out the way it's all set up.
Yeah, it's
and you
a fairy
understand
tale.
it, you kind of like, whoa, this is actually.
I even liked The Village, and apparently a lot of people were bagging on that.
I like The Village.
See, and here's the thing.
The Village was like Hitchcock for me.
Yeah,
that's how that felt.
I didn't like The Village.
South by Southwest or
didn't
North,
like The Happening, and I haven't seen Lady in the Water. And there was one more movie, I think we just covered Airbender. So those are the 3 in the middle of his little career.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of. And I have seen The Village, so I'm glad that you guys liked it.
I like The
Village. Spoilers. So about 10 minutes into the movie, I just kind of chuckled, and the ex goes, "What are you laughing at?" And I said, "It'd be funny as hell as if they were in the present time and this is just happening in some like location." And we get to the end, and she just looks at me. I was like, "Son of a bitch, did not know." I was like, "Whoops."
Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah, she did a great job in that movie. That was fantastic.
The acting was great. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Like
you spoiled your own movie.
I spoiled my own movie.
Okay, yeah.
And it was just one of those things, and it was just an off comment that was made, and I was like, "Son of a bitch."
Well. Sorry, so that was my delving into the weirdness and strangeness of M. Night Shyamalan. So, but yeah,
but I am looking forward to this.
I'm really looking forward to Glass.
I saw that and I was like, you know what? I didn't know what to think about it at first. I heard a great deal of stuff about Split, and I just haven't seen it. So now I'm going to go back and watch it after seeing this. This looks pretty good.
To Khalid and
my name is Sean.
Sean. Yeah. Sean, is it?
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Have you been here this whole time? Anyway.
You got a Black Panther shirt.
That's right, mother. Oh, sorry.
Wakanda forever.
That's right, mother.
Anyway, to their points.
Or Atlantis forever now. I'm not sure. We'll get to that trailer in a minute.
Yeah.
or we won't.
Or we won't.
No, I have to say that, Glass seems like the one that I'm most hyped to see.
Yes.
Even though I agree, I think that as far as trailers, Shazam was my favorite trailer.
Shazam, I didn't say it was my favorite. I said it was the one that took me by surprise.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm saying, it's like, because here's the problem. You've made this comment a lot. We live in an age where we can be picky and choosy about the superhero films.
God, yes. And for all you people out there, do you want Batman and Robin?
Don't go on another rant, please. We don't have time.
Yeah, we really don't.
Jason is doing shorter things than you are today.
I know.
Take that to heart.
That is. I almost dropped it.
I
almost dropped it.
Yeah, Jason, please continue with your short statements.
Thank you. This looks like it's a very different film. Clearly a superhero film, but everyone's powers are down. It's a more real world. Like you said, they're opening it up. Mm-hmm. Everything about this looks great.
Yes.
It's a different feeling, different texture to what we've been getting. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Unbreakable was ahead of its time, man. That's why
very
much.
A
lot of people were like, "What is this?" And even when I went into that movie, I was like, "Whoa, this is gonna be a comic book movie."
I heard that, when I started seeing that was what was going on, I was like, "This is pretty badass." Like it really. Yeah.
The one thing that I think a lot of people did, especially after The Sixth Sense, they're like, "Ooh, what's the twist?" To me, that movie didn't have a twist.
It's not supposed to have a twist.
It was. It laid out everything for you and just said, "This is what it is."
That's part of the reason that I think so many of his other movies were ruined is he came out so strong with that movie to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you top it's hard
Yeah,
as
your first-
hell to top
Your
that.
first two movies, your first movie was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Your second movie was even better.
Oh yeah,
Signs wasn't bad. It
No.
wasn't. Like that's still one of
But
my
there's
favorite
no-
movies. It's still one of my favorite
There's
movies.
no twist on that one, but everybody's that's the thing.
Yeah.
When they watch The Sixth Sense and they see that from him, and then every movie kind of still has that tension, that feeling. I mean,
Yeah.
he's really good at creating that emotion.
Yes.
He's really good at that. And then that carries on through each movie. Since you've already been set up so high with this one, you feel that same thing carrying over in these others, and you're like, okay, when's this going to twist? When's it going to happen?
Yeah.
And when it doesn't, you go, this is bull crap. This is why I can't believe I just sat through this. The Village, F this movie, and you leave, and you're like, no, actually, it really wasn't that bad. You're just a dick.
Yeah, that happens a lot now.
Yeah.
Everybody's a critic.
So
For those of those,
What do you think we're up here doing?
Yeah, I know.
yeah, let's be honest here.
Let me tell you, I can't stand those people
Smile,
like us.
dude. That was your.
Yeah, we have a show.
That
We're
was
screwed.
perfect. That was perfect.
Oh my god.
Western civilization is over. Speaking of Western civilization being over, Aquaman.
No, man, don't dog Aquaman. So
Aquaman.
I'm not going to dog Aquaman, but
Where does this movie take place in the timeline of things? Obviously, it starts like it shows him. I saw flashbacks and kids and stuff. So is this
it's Wakanda 2.
right?
okay, but
Wait.
but isn't Wakanda 2 just Wonder Woman 2?
You know,
That's actually what I was thinking. Is this is
Sorry.
more like Wonder Woman 2?
I mean, like
right?
to me,
because they're going
it's all-
back.
those three characters all had such similarities. They were all kings,
yeah.
or they were a
Royalty.
princess or royalty of
Royalty.
some type, and they all had that. Again, it was comics. We all brought it up. So,
They all live in a ethnically and geographically and politically isolated nation with some sort of
ideally,
super,
ideally correct.
Now, as far as
I think-
Wonder Woman is
yeah.
concerned, I would disagree because she knew her, you know, obviously she knew her greatness, whatever, but she went on a mission to try to fight. Whereas, you know, Black Panther and Aquaman, they look like they're going like, well, I got to go over here and discover who I am. She
Yeah.
already knew who she was.
Well,
No, I would disagree with that, especially in the movie version. I think the
I think-
comic version you're onto something, but I think, the movie version,
in the
no.
movie version, she had an idea of who she was, but I think she still discovered she was more than she actually. She
Yeah.
discovered she was
I
more than
mean,
she
yeah.
was. There was a whole lot of self-discovery going out into a world that you've built up in your mind, you know, and then
at least that's what those texts were saying.
you get out there and you have to deal
Yes,
with
but
reality.
it wasn't based on where she was from.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. It didn't. It's not like she was exiled and now she's coming back.
Right.
And it
She's
wasn't
like,
that.
I'm going to go handle business.
Yeah, she says you've told me all about ideology here and what I'm supposed to be and what a hero is and how we're supposed to stop
And
this
she went
tide
out
of
there
evil.
and
And
she-
I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah.
And she
went
said,
out and
I'm
did
going to
it.
stay out here and help the people.
Yeah. Whereas Aquaman looks
Where
like it's one of
Aquaman's
those
like,
things.
I got to go out here and, you know, help where I was born because everybody else will be losing their mind. The same thing happened with Black Panther.
right. But he was returning to be the king though. That's the thing. Is,
well,
you know.
he wasn't. It's not like he left Wakanda.
No, he was returning to be the king because he just coming home from
Yeah.
doing the whole Avengers thing.
But to be fair to what he was saying, you have this king that's going to be challenged for the throne. However, I think the best comment I read online is the fact is that this time though you're going to be rooting for Killmonger because he's going to upset the king.
that's true. He's coming in.
currently
He's
there.
coming in challenge. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I mean that's going to be different. But I think there's going to be there's going to be similarities.
Yeah.
But it looks like Jeff Johns has finally started to really make his influence felt within, starting with the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
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 Going into Shazam, now it looks like Aquaman's going to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
He made a comment in the past 2 days where he was like, "Hey, we've not forgotten about the sequel to Man of Steel, and he's priority."
Well, yeah,
You
but
know.
they're riding high from the wave of
Teen Titans Go.
No, not. Yes, that's exactly where I was going with this. No, from Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You know, they've been throwing these movies at the wall trying to see if they will stick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with Snyder, I mean, they picked a really good director, but you picked a director that has a certain style. Did you not think he was going to do his thing? Like, I mean, that's the thing. And so now they see that isn't exactly what everybody wants. That's not a masses pleasing thing. Yeah. You see what Jeff Johns does with Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. And here, now all of a sudden we see, like you just pointed at, that tone starts to shift because they go, oh, we found it. Now that we found, all right, this from now on. And that's what they're starting to do.
And
they're
then-
finally catching on.
And then let's make 2 simultaneous Joker movies.
Oh God!
DC
with different actors.
Okay, what do you think about Aquaman though? Just
good.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
Visually speaking, am I the only one who noticed that he kind of looks like a Alex Ross painting? Particularly when they're underwater, with sea creatures.
Yes,
not only that,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
But I love that it's the orange. It's orange.
Yeah,
it's not this muted tone
no, it's
color.
bright
it is orange.
Yeah, something that caught me when I was I rewatched Justice League the other day. I was on the background, I was doing something. It's still okay.
Dude,
it's still
not,
okay.
Yeah.
I know.
So I rewatched that, and it comes to this point where Aquaman returns to pick up to go see to get the mother box from Atlantis, and it's already being stolen when that shows up. So he comes in at the end of the fight, and everything happens, and then the princess or the guard or whatever her name is who's down there,
Mirror,
she clears the water
to talk,
and they talk.
Yeah,
they're not clearing the water and talking now.
They're not.
So that's this. It's stupid. It's a nerdy, pointless, continuity problem for me. But I'm like, that kind of bugs me that you guys had to do it the last time.
It can be explained out of that though. Like
it's not going to ruin the movie for me, but it is one of those things where I noticed it, and now I'm going to just think about it. Sorry, everybody.
I will say like now all the people are like,
they're like, oh crap.
Now I can't.
Now I can't unsee that.
Thanks a lot, Sean.
So I just ruined Aquaman for like 7 people.
Well, here's the thing.
Joke's on you. Facebook went down a long time ago, so
exactly.
We're going to have to rechannel this through YouTube on Facebook.
Sweet.
But yeah, no, I noticed the same thing when I was watching
Jurassic
Park.
Yeah, Jurassic World. No, they did the same thing. No,
but you can't hear him screaming into the bubble as he's pounding.
Yeah, no, I noticed the same thing in Justice League when he did. I'm like, why are they having to clear the water for them to talk? So unless this movie goes out and says, "Hey, they're actually talking telepathically,"
or the
lips are moving,
or they open up with they do the bubble thing. And he goes, I've learned how to do this now. You can stop with the bubble crap.
That would be funny.
That would be
good.
That would be something. That would be
good.
Oh, okay, cool. And
they're like, I see you're finally growing into the king you're supposed to be.
Yeah, something like that. Just some throwaway line. And
you're embracing the fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see your gills have set.
Embrace the tuna.
Your gills dropped finally. Okay, so
Lord have mercy.
To the
where you
A Tale of Two Jokers.
A Tale of Two Jokers.
Oh Lord have mercy.
You know what? I'm going to keep this one really quick. I'm going to spend about 30 seconds. DC. No. Yeah.
No.
Just no.
If I had a newspaper, I would bop you on the nose with
a little
it.
spritz bottle.
Stop doing that.
What are you doing?
Stop doing
We're
that.
going to create like this dark DC universe. No, you're not. No, stop it. Just stop it. Don't do it. The cast is great. I love the cast. It's awesome. The director's
I like
great.
Joaquin Phoenix, and
everything around this. Call it something freaking else.
Yeah.
Don't call it the Joker or the Joker origin. Don't give him an origin. Definitely don't freaking tie him in.
Hey, so what are you guys talking about?
So we've got 2 Joker movies coming out.
Okay.
One's going to be with the Joker from Suicide Squad.
Jared Leto.
To make it in continuity. Mm-hmm. They've gone and the director from The Hangover, they also have a Joker movie that he wants to do, which is basically like this origin story for the Joker.
But it's for a different
it's for
Joker.
a
different universe.
Different DC. It's basically their cinematic Elseworlds, which would be fine if you're doing epic ass stories.
But they're not
Kingdom
doing that.
Come, Red Sun.
No, everything
whatever.
is still stuck together.
But it's
right
still it's not that. And not only that, but what they're saying now too is, to make matters worse, is the first thing that we're hearing from it is he's going to end up being the half brother to Bruce.
What the?
Come on, man.
Okay, you know
Good
what,
for
Connor?
you.
I was trying to look at the comments. And
You don't.
No, Connor.
Next time we're taking that from you. And you don't get it back until the next show.
Jansen, do you have a principal's box back there?
Yeah, dude, we need like a little. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those wooden paddles.
So anyway, that's the crappiness
drill a bunch of
that's
holes
coming
into
out.
That's the way I like it.
I'm sure you do. And we're gonna be playing. No,
so
we have 8 minutes.
Nice
so
guy.
Wrap this up.
So 2 last things, right? No more Mr. Nice Guy. We'll spend one of those minutes just laughing at that.
Yeah, good.
Godzilla trailer.
Yes.
That was actually pretty decent.
Except for one thing, and me and Sean shared the same.
Go ahead.
break it
Sean,
down.
you do it.
No, go for it.
Okay. I'm sitting there. I'm enjoying this. My kid's enjoying this. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
But something about watching Millie Brown in this trailer, and I'm sitting there going, "Get him, 11! Get him!" Because
Every
Amen.
single point she was in that trailer, and she is fantastic. She's
Great
a great actress. She's a great actress.
Yes.
But every single cut of her, scene of her in that trailer is pulled directly from Stranger Things. She's like standing on the top of this ruined world. Let's go ahead and maybe call it, I don't know, the Upside Down. And there's this crazy, and she's just standing there like this look on her face.
What is she watching?
She's watching this great wall of clouds and smoke
See, now
like,
that's
roll
what got
towards
me,
you.
man. Well, she was sitting there looking at those clouds, but she was sitting there.
She had that look
and
on
they
her
were, like,
face,
about,
though.
But like 5 feet in
So
front of her, then she's like, "Oh, I guess I gotta go."
Yeah, she gets
I'm like,
freaked.
Come on,
She gets
man.
freaked. She goes, "My dress is gonna get dirty," and she runs right. And then she goes and she opens the door and turns around and gives that defiant look that 11 gives you. That she closed the door like, "I'm gonna get this handled." Boom.
Okay, now cut. Now, Millie,
And then
we need you to do this.
Can you sit against the wall with your hands on your head and your knees up, and maybe just scream, just really loud, like
kind of like you
in
did
the
in season
scene
2
when you were behind a door and you yelled and all the windows blew out of the house. Like every single scene she was in, and then. Can you also
No,
say?
I will say though that the
we know this isn't very original, but could you say you're a bad man? Could you do that too? Could you say you're a bad person or whatever? Like, let's throw all that in.
I did have to say I did like the malicious look she gave with the wet hair all over her face. You see that one?
Are
In
y'all
season
really
2?
You know what?
complaining
That-
about the acting
that-
of an 11-year-old
in the
girl?
Godzilla-
That
trailer.
actually did not stand out for me because it was not part of Stranger Things.
No, I'm talking about like Godzilla. Godzilla.
Gotcha.
I will tell you this. Now, having said that when we're talking about favorite trailers, that's my favorite trailer.
That's your favorite?
That
Yeah.
was my favorite trailer.
Okay.
Okay, I have a-
I'm interested to see what happens.
aside from y'all's critique of an 11-year-old girl's
Yes.
acting,
She's really
We
11.
just said no. First off, she's like 15.
Yeah, dude.
she
She's
really?
Second, yeah, she is. Second,
Just because her name is 11
Yeah.
doesn't mean she's 11.
I thought you. No,
I know you're gonna
just-
she's
stereotype
11
her.
forever.
God.
Anyway, so Monarch.
Well, why don't you tweet about it?
Yeah, why don't you continue to tweet about this underage girl when we get out of here? Monarch.
Only a white person could say that. Go
Get
ahead,
your-
white
get your-
male
get-
between the ages of 25 and 42.
Go get your gun on.
Yeah.
Get your gun on. Oh. That is it. There's a whole new meaning to the phrase "Annie, get your
Yeah.
gun." There's a whole new meaning to this. Jeez. All right. So that's
Well, Jason,
so
go
this is
ahead.
our final episode.
Yeah.
Thands for watching.
My bad. I'm
Way to go,
sorry.
Ray.
This wasn't mine, man. This is all you, bud.
No, I thought it was going to be you, Weinstein Jansen, and now it's.
I'll
yeah.
Weinstein him later. You worry about what were you saying?
I was just saying, okay, Monarch. So I've had this thought since the first Godzilla that Monarch it wasn't just about finding monsters, but specifically Mothra.
The agency in the Godzilla
In
films.
The Godzilla films, right?
There you go.
And
was
in
cool.
King Kong.
Yeah.
That,
was cool.
Right.
that Mothra was the first thing that they found, and that's why they called it Monarch.
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought that was cool.
Or rather, they were also looking for it to because again, it seems like in this film they know that there were. It's not just that there
Because
was-
the chick who's narrating it knows, she's like, there were old gods or whatever, and she
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
these protectors, which that's what throws me off is they're protectors, but they're showing up to just destroy the world. I mean,
fight.
it sounds
Yeah.
like this really odd kind of.
Well, it's sort of like whoever wins gets to determine what happens to humanity. It's sort of thing like every few thousand years these things wake up and walk around and they sort of battle it out, which is why it's like Godzilla has to win because he's the one who's going to leave us alone. It seems to be the.
How do they know that? What if they? I
See-
mean, what if he starts calling every weekend for pizza? He's like,
That's
"Can
what
you
I'm
give me a
saying.
pizza?" And they're like, "Godzilla, come on, like
Yeah.
you're done."
He just crashes on someone's couch.
Right. That.
Yeah. All right.
I just
Nigga,
want
you ain't gonna
Netflix
give
and chill.
Godzilla any pizza?
I didn't say I wouldn't, but I mean, if he just keeps asking for it all the time, like, get a
you know.
job, like, help out, dude. There's some.
Didn't you ever read the book? If you give Godzilla a
You
pizza,
don't. Yeah, you don't wash
he's
your.
going to ask for a glass
you,
of milk.
You're not washing your cereal bowls. You're not washing out your glasses of Coke.
Who's asking
There's-
Godzilla to clean up after him?
Pick your underwear up, for God's sakes. I don't want to see those giant lightning streaks on the floor.
And don't destroy every city you go into.
Right,
Yeah, that's
please.
not hard. Walk around a building.
Have
for
some
Christ's sakes.
frickin' couth.
Man, that dude is big. That's why they made Mega Godzilla.
Now we got to do
To
a
show
series.
him?
Mecha
Growing
Godzilla,
up.
excuse me.
Growing up, Zilla.
Growing up, Zilla.
Got to
See,
do that.
there you go.
Gotta
That
do
wasn't.
that.
No, never mind. I was gonna go somewhere completely else with that. We got like 3 minutes. That was yes. There's obviously a lot more that happened at Con.
I guess this is just kind of the stuff we
Yeah,
care
this is
about.
what we care about.
Oh, we got 6 minutes.
So there were a couple of things that
there's Deadly Class.
Deadly Class was a good trailer.
Deadly Class was
sci-fi?
a good yes sci-fi series. That was a good class, a good trailer for that.
Class.
Good class. Yeah.
Good class. There you go.
Yeah.
And then
that actually had a higher production quality than
Titans. Now look at the end.
It looks good, man.
Look at the end of the day, I'm gonna give Titans a shot.
Oh, I will too.
I mean, I will.
I'll come over and watch it on your big screen since I don't have enough money to afford the subscription. To I'm poor and all, but I'll come watch it with you and your popcorn machine.
I've seen you cook. I know you can afford $7.99. Just don't eat one day.
No. We buy those meals that get delivered, so it's actually very cost saving and effective. Yeah.
No. Anyway, CW dropped all brand new trailers for their seasons.
I like the Flash trailer.
Yeah,
I still haven't. I haven't finished.
Arrow trailer caught me by surprise.
Haven't finished that one yet either. So
I won't spoil this for Sean.
Appreciate that.
But Marvel dropped Iron Fist, which
boy, that was cool.
And they also dropped a new 30-second trailer this morning, showing him in the costume.
I haven't seen it yet.
But it's a flashback.
Now I gotta see that.
Nice.
It's not as it's the costume the way it would work there.
Right, right.
It's
that universe's costume.
It's a flashback.
I still liked that series. That first season. It was still good.
I tried, man.
And
so many people are divided on this.
This series split everyone, and to me,
Jessica Jones started the first split, and then I think this one carried it.
Yeah, and I'm an avid hater of the first season.
I know you are. Anyway, hey, I've said before it was a little too long, and there were several dead spots in the show, and I'm not just talking about the people that he
it
killed.
was episode 1 through 13.
God, no,
that was uncalled for. It was at least 4 through 9.
And then there were the other good episodes that were kind of peppered in there, but it's like I get it.
It was called Defenders.
Kilgrave is bad. Can we get on with it now? How about you bring Kilgrave in? Like you teased him for too long, and then he finally shows up. So
but I mean, I know I've got everyone writing me, hey, season 2 of Jessica Jones, you got to watch it. It's infinitely better.
As I've been telling you, it is. It's really good.
Yeah. But Iron Fist, though, I actually did enjoy.
I enjoyed
season 1. I did like it.
The first season.
Going back, I was telling Sean, season 2 of Daredevil. I forgot how good that was. It was really good.
That was dope.
I've been rewatching that lately.
I know I'm probably against my blackness, but I'm trying really hard to get through Luke Cage season 2.
Really?
It's hard.
Well, am I the only one that's really...
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
It's hard.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Without spoiling anything for anyone, because it is a newer Netflix show.
It just came out a couple weeks ago, so it is still really current.
I liked this season, but it did drag a little bit for me, and I don't know why, because there's really no place for it to drag. But I'm like, why does it feel like it's dragging? I don't know.
I didn't think that.
Maybe there's a lot of cool elements in it, but it's just like, come on, man, get to it.
Maybe it's hard to live up to the first season because the first season was really good.
See, to me,
it's not even like even the first season dragged.
There were some spots.
Yeah, just kind of like, whatever. But this one, I'm just like, okay, what did you do in this second episode?
Maybe we could have been two. If it had been 2 episodes shorter, I think it would have been fine.
See, and for me, I think this is better than the first season.
It's been an episode crossing the street. It's like, come on.
Okay, yeah.
So they're taking a page out of the old 1980s animes.
Yeah.
Because I used to see that where some guy gets shot and he's like, limping across the street, and the guy's standing there like, I'm gonna get you, and then he goes, darn it, he got away, and you're like, dude, go after him. Like, walk out in the street and a couple more times, and he's gone. No, I gotta wait and let him watch and bleed out across the street, and then get into a car and then drive away.
But the villain's amazing. I feel is great.
I'm interested to see because I don't know who it is, so I'm interested to see it.
I will say this: the villains were amazing. It is a great season. I'm with him. I don't understand why, but it feels like maybe it's just dragging.
So when we're done, so I don't ruin this for Sean, I'm going to tell you what I think they should spin off this.
Okay.
Because I do think this season has led them. They won't do it, but I really wish they would. And we'll talk about that off air.
Yes. Is there a suggestion box or anything?
There is,
like, can we write in things to people?
I'm glad you asked that. That's a great lead-in. Thank you.
Think about it.
Thank you for that. So, one of the reasons why we're moving down to an hour is we're trying to help out. But also, one of the things that was brought up was, hey, should we go
that
weekly?
Morning news program that.
Right, I know, right.
You know?
But, that's a question out there. So we're toying around with the idea of going to a weekly format and being every Saturday if Sean would shut the hell up.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're not important anymore.
Jeez, dude. Focus. Hey, Jason, for a minute, could you No, not you, Jason. He's acting like you right now. It's all right.
I'm acting white and nerdy?
Yes. Stop it.
At 2.
Yes, sir.
But, hey, write us. Let us know. Either YouTube or Facebook. Should we take this thing weekly? Because it is something that we're pondering about. Jansen, for some reason, thinks that people like us. And
Vagabondnerds@gmail.com.
Yeah, we don't really know. But comment, let us know. We'd like to hear your input, your feedback. We want to see more, want to see less.
Yes.
We want to see Jason topless.
Yeah, no. I ain't the one.
Oh.
Nobody wants to see Jason topless. Why don't you take us out, bud boy? Big bud, big boy, big
Party
big
people.
papa. Go.
All right. Drop me a fat beat. Again, 1 year of Vagabond Nerds.
We're sorry.
Congratulations. We apologize. But we'll be here in 2 weeks. Go to YouTube and Facebook. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Do what you do. You all know how the internet works.
Do we know what we're talking about next?
Not a clue. We'll let
Not
you
a
know.
clue. We're going to wing it.
All right.
But it'll be fun. I can't really guarantee that. It'd be a change of pace.
We're going to show up and do tabletop gaming.
Exactly. So again,
1 hour Dungeons and Dragons next week.
No, Monopoly.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Vagabondnerds@gmail.com. Get us out of here, Jansen.
That much, but I think I liked it. I saw some band called Roses and Sake and they brought